All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, gamers. This is going to be Chapter 3. Chapter 3, and very excited because in the last chapter, I picked up a new item that I think is going to let us craft a Legion arm. Where's it at? So this Genius's Legion plug is a core part for crafting a Legion arm, and it says can be crafted with the Vanini craft machine, and that is back at the hotel, so we can just go do that now. I was thinking for some reason that we were going to have to find like some sort of a crafting machine here, but we just go back and do it. So let's go check that out. Welcome in. It's your boy Coobs. I hope that the audio is sounding good. I did adjust the levels a little bit. I turned down everything by 1 notch, and I turned down the sound effects by 2 notches. So hopefully combat won't be as loud, and you'll be able to still hear me throughout
You're
all of
here.
that. And that's not where I go. Over here. So let's check this out. Oh, it's like glowing even. Craft Legion arm. Okay. Icarus? Okay, so this looks new. Icarus. A Legion arm that launches blades using powerful rotational power. Launched blades return after they slice the enemy. Okay. And then we've got Cataclysm. A Legion arm that stores energy to fire shotgun shells. Awesome. Charging will increase its power, and the shells that have been charged once will be unloaded after a set period of time. Okay. So we got 2 choices. That's it, right? Yeah, we've got 2 choices with this new Legion plug. And I'm leaning towards the shotgun, of course. Let's take a look at what Icarus can do if we leveled it up, though. Retrieving a blade temporarily enhances the next blade launch. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 2. Okay, so you have 2 blades now. Double reload. Launch 2 blades simultaneously by charging. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 3. Okay, so now you have even more blades and you can do 2 at once. That's kind of cool. And then rotate throw. While preparing to fire, use Fable slots by pressing the Fable button to launch all blades simultaneously, and the number of blades will increase to 4. So now you have 4 blades and you can do it. Super powerful attack, but it does use your Fable slots, seems like. But for the shotgun, it says increased damage inflicted on an attacking enemy. So if you use this to counter, it does more damage. That's cool. Charge dodge. You can dodge while charging. That is super convenient. And then perfect reload. Fire at the perfect moment while charging to shoot an even more powerful shotgun shell. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty cool. I think I'm leaning towards Cataclysm. So that's what we're going to go with. And I think maybe I got the parts I need. No, what's it say? Cannot purchase anymore. What do I need? Oh, do I have to... Here we go. Modify. Cataclysm. Legion calibers. Okay, so I can level this up. Perfect. All the way. Let's go. Awesome. So let's swap our Legion arm to that. Because in the last chapter, I kind of decided that I'm going to just do 1 Legion arm for now because we got this new bow. And so we have 2 weapons equipped now. And then we have 1 Legion arm instead of 2 Legion arms and 1 weapon equipped. And that's just kind of helping us balance our weight load. Alright, how exciting. So let's get back to it. I also noticed it says forgotten time, so it almost seems like this could almost maybe be like some kind of a pocket dimension, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure. I'm sure that we'll figure things out as we go along. Hope your day is going well. we're going to get right back out here. I've also noticed it says clear day at the top, so we're getting again kind of like a progression of the day along the way, which I think is really cool. So maybe it'll go to like some sort of a snowstorm at some point. That would be really cool. Oh, that like locked onto me. That was awesome. Oh. So I think that part of the difficulty change maybe makes them a little bit less aggressive. I'm not sure. It would be nice if they kind of like laid out the changes. And maybe there is somewhere I could check that. But I wonder if that's part of the difficulty settings. Is not only like maybe they do less damage, but they also are less aggressive towards the player. Which I kind of like. I mean, I'm somebody who feels like when you're spending your time playing a game, you should be enjoying it. And so there's no sense in prolonging the experience if it's going to be frustrating for you. Unless that's like what you're looking for, you know? If that's what you're seeking is to have some sort of a challenge, then go, go for it. But in our first playthrough, we definitely took advantage of the fact that we had the summon system to help us out and different things like that. The wish cube, which I haven't really used in a while, but still have access to that. So, yikes. That's such a cool move, though. I love that he kind of just follows up with the... Oh, I forgot about my shotgun. Okay. That was lackluster, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome next time. Yes! There we go. Yikes. Oh, man. Awesome. Beautiful. All right. So a little bit trickier than maybe I'm giving it credit for, and I gotta remember to take my time. Wanted to see this awesome new shotgun in action. Look at this guy, just keeps hitting me. I also think I'm going to swap my weapon back to this cutter. So I feel like this was working for us. And that that rocket handle is awesome, but we're not doing as much damage. And maybe I could put a different, blade on the handle and get a little bit more out of it. Maybe it's just that the spearhead isn't as good. All right. Yikes. there's also, I think that there's a mechanic where you lose some ergo if you take damage before picking it up and stuff like that. So I wonder how that's affecting us at all. Not that the ergo really matters to us a whole lot. Oh man, that was a good drop. Okay, so this is really short range. Yes, dude. Yes. All right. Nice. That was pretty solid loot to pick up. Okay, this kangaroo got us at the end of last chapter, so we're gonna make sure. Yep. Keep our eye on it. And it looks like there's a bigger kangaroo over there as well, so I'm gonna preemptively heal just to make sure that we've got enough HP. Okay, we got another one. Again, such cool enemy design. I just really appreciate the direction that they've gone with in the beginning here. Oh, we got another monkey throwing stuff at us. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, so that's if we have it charged up. So I wonder... There we go. And then we can fire it out. Okay. Nice. No, not so nice. I thought we died there. I honestly thought that we just died. Oh! Oh no! So you might have heard that sound effect just a minute ago, a second ago. Whew, however long ago. That's the indicator that our pulse cell got refilled. So the way that it works, if you need a refresher, is once you run out of your pulse cells, if you spend time in battle doing damage to the enemy, you'll build up a basically a refill of a pulse cell, and you'll get that audio cue to let you know, hey, that pulse cell is ready to use now. See, I have none at the moment. What I do have that I haven't used is the wish stone, and I can use that and it'll give me like a health, like a healing over time effect. I don't know how much, I don't know how long, but I do have that. And there's another pulse cell, so we're gonna use that. Gosh, man. Alright, I think we got him. Beautiful. Okay. Now we can kind of catch our breath a bit. This is definitely a tough area. They've got that. That's a big ape and a big kangaroo, and both of those guys can really mess you up. Hopefully they'll be a little bit generous on us and not throw too much more at us here. Try to pick up some of this stuff so that the next time we can just kind of run through and get to where we need to go. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of things over there. I'm also seeing a ramp that kind of goes up, and I'm seeing this ladder here. So let's maybe take this ladder first. Okay, it looks like there's a ladder going down over there as well. And that looks like a perfect place for a boss arena. So we're gonna go back, and maybe there's a shortcut that we can unlock. Wow, this is awesome. Such cool level design. There's our shortcut. Beautiful. Secret letter with the Ouroboros emblem. The key has escaped, but the operation proceeds smoothly according to the plan. We never found his hidden absolute commands, but we discovered a way to bypass the Covenant. We now have the ability to force more puppets to follow the will of the Order. That's interesting. My experimental arch puppets will become the very foundation of the Order's great armies. With this victory, you must see my loyalty to you as is absolute. Okay, so, and this is addressed to Sir Manus, so we can deduce that this is written by the Marconia, who is the puppet lady. Pretty sure the blue puppet lady. And so, let's go back this way. Because we got our shortcut now. We know where the boss encounter is going to be. Let's make sure we clear out this area. And then we'll hopefully get a boss fight. So we can piece that together, that she was trying to kind of get in the good graces of Simon Manus. And that they could basically frenzy the puppets on their own. Or command the puppets on their own, I should say. But I mean, they're basically like breaking the wiring, the programming. So maybe that's kind of what led to the puppet frenzy anyway. Technique crank. So these different cranks will let us change our weapon handles. The scaling on our weapon handles if we need to. This kind of looks like... No, I guess not. Okay. So how exactly do we get up there? Oh, there's a ladder. Is that right? Cool. Because I thought I saw like some sort of a chest over there. Nice, dude. So cool, walking on the netting like that. What do we got? Broken cutting grindstone and broken piercing grindstone. Huh. Okay, so new grindstones we can get from Benini. So we'll have to see what those do when we... I'm not going to go back right now. But when we find ourselves back there, we can see what these new grindstones turn into for us. That's another thing that I haven't really used. I think the grindstone that I have set right now is basically like a perfect block. So you don't take any damage for guarding, even if it's not perfectly timed, which is kind of nice, but I haven't really had the opportunity to use it yet. Maybe we'll get that soon. Alright. We're going to just quickly activate our Stargazer. Take a peek here. Okay, we got 10,000 ergo. Nothing to be worried about. Oh man, what could this be? What could this be? It's gonna be like some kind of like a dinosaur. That's my prediction. It's gonna be a dinosaur. I mean, look at these bones. Like how could those skeletons be there if it's anything less than like a T-Rex that has somehow come back to life? Or maybe a woolly mammoth. Oh, giant alligator. Giant alligator, gamers. Incredible. Tyrannical predator. Oh no, don't eat me. Awesome. This guy is huge. Imagine like how big this thing would have been to begin with to get this large. Holy moly. Oh no. Awesome. Nope. He's like, you got a shotgun. I've got giant jaws that'll just eat you. This is so cool. Oh no. He's relentless. Oh no. I was like, is he slowing down for some reason? Alright, what's going on, buddy? Is he charging up for some super move? Oh, yeah, he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if I got the heal off there. I'm gonna just do it again. Yikes. Still got this. It's okay. Yeah, see, we dodged it. Yikes. Here we go. There we go. That's good for us. That's good for us. Where's the weak spot at? Here it is. That's good for us. We got this, gamers. We're still in this. We got him. Oh, we got him. Holy guacamole, gamers. Yeah, you're telling me, Gemini. Is that how big they normally get? I don't think so, pal.
Anyway, that was a huge
no pulse cells left either.
Might I say, you're pretty good at this.
Man, what an epic boss fight. Cool. That was so cool. Wow, had to take a quick sip and get a breather there. That was awesome. Man, what a menace. That thing was huge. I mean, giant alligator, crocodile, kind of dinosaur. I mean, they're pretty much dinosaurs. So, we're not far off. Okay.
My eternal master rules this too.
Okay.
cannot enter without her permission. My master will kill you.
Okay. I'd like to see her try. But this is kind of cool. So this is one of these arch puppets that... It could be arc puppets or arch puppets that Marchiona has created. But we don't ever kind of encounter these in the real world, so I wonder if maybe all of this was lost when the zoo burnt down. Maybe that's what we're kind of supposed to learn, is maybe, okay, we need Marchiona's key to get through there, to get to the carnival. That's interesting. Alright, super cool. Good to know that there's going to be a carnival section. I think that we knew that from the trailers, but it's like part of the zoo here. So I wonder if most of this is just going to take place here in this giant zoo. We got a botanical garden over here. That's super exciting. Okay, let's we'll try to see where we can go from here. I guess I can see if I can open this. I can open that. Okay, so that's where we're gonna go. I think I need to stop at that stargazer really quickly though. The greenhouse interior, and now we're at cloudy day. See, so we have progressed the timeline. We went from clear day to now cloudy day. So that's super cool. I love that they're keeping that whole theme, because it means that we might potentially be able to revisit those past areas of the zoo, but in a different time. So like nighttime maybe, in like a snowy blizzard, and that would be really cool. Now, when I go to the level up screen, I'm just stopping to check how much ergo I have up in the corner. I'm not really looking at whether or not I want to level up, but more so how much ergo I have and if it would be worth going back to the hotel in order to spend that on just some upgrade materials, most likely. But I think that at the moment we're good with what we've got. And we went into that boss fight with around 10,000 ergo, and we came out of it with about 30,000. So we got 20,000 ergo from that boss, and it takes us about 20,000 ergo to level up. So just for kind of like a perspective, it's like we could level up once based on killing that boss, but we don't necessarily need to.
Your actions, your mischief. It's a wonder you've got this far. But abandon all hope of leaving here alive.
Okay. Super cool. We get to fight one of these things here. Oh, awesome. What a cool, unique move set. I love this. This is so cool. Yikes, I'm trying to get my shotgun out, lady. How about that? I can fight too. Oh, there's a second one. There's a second one now. We're dead. We're just simply gonna die. There we go. All right. Wow. Super cool. We're transitioning now from carcass enemies to puppet enemies. So let's switch over to our electric weapon, this circular saw, because this will be more effective against them. But super cool, we get to come into like this rainforest botanical garden area. Alright, so this is probably a shortcut that doubles back. So it's been pretty linear so far. I kind of appreciate that, because you don't feel like you're missing out on much. It's like, here's the path, here's the shortcut, and there's a couple of little stops along the way, and I really enjoy that. Because it just kind of, the pacing feels really good. It's just very natural, flowing forward. Okay, so we've also got the alchemists here. So that guy with his gun back there. I gotta be careful because when I guard, I don't actually, like, take 0 damage. But rather I have the ability to regain my health by dealing damage. Nice, yeah, that shotgun's really cool. And so I have to be careful, because it's like I have to get my health back after taking that damage. So I could be blocking and thinking I'm safe, but then I'll actually end up dying because I took too much damage. See the game telling you Electric Blitz is going to be effective here, so use this if you don't have one. We can see a little guy in this room as we walk by. So it's setting up for, like, oh, this is the ambush, but no, there's going to be something else in there that's going to ambush, I bet. And I do enjoy these guys with the canes. Yeah, they're cool. There we go. Yes. Yes. That's what we're talking about. That's why we switched this weapon. I love this thing.
Whoa, get a look at this impressive handiwork.
What's he talking about?
I've seen something like this before, but... Wait,
What's he talking about?
ever heard of the legendary stalker? If not, just keep going. I'll explain later.
That's it? That's how you're gonna... What if I... He says, if not, just keep going, I'll explain later. It's like, what if I have heard of it? Are you gonna, you know, you tell me now what it's about? So we've got 2 paths here. We can go up, we can go down. I think we're gonna go down. Looks like a tough area, though. Got 3 of these guys. This one's throwing stuff at us. So this is cool because we're possibly learning. They have different move sets, but they look kind of similar. They just look like they have different arms. Their arms are different. So they're shooting stuff instead of punching and kicking so much. That's kind of cool. Nice. Okay, there's that guy. So we'll take him out in a second here. Man, I still can't get over how cool that crocodile was. Oh, so he's new. I don't think we came up against that sort of attack before. So that's kind of cool. He's more just like a variation, but I still appreciate that he's got this, you know, added moveset. That's really cool. Nice, okay, so just some useful stuff. Then we'll go see what's over here. Another ancient disc, okay. So I'm wondering what we're going to use those for. It said somebody who might basically, somebody who might find them valuable A collector who recognizes its value will pay a commensurate sum for it. So I wonder who that's going to be. Who it is that wants these ancient discs and what they're good for. And if the reward is just going to be ergo, I feel like I'd rather just keep it. Because if somebody finds it valuable, it's got to be something, right? You know, you wouldn't just pay a lot for something if it had no value. Nice. I don't know what that was about. That seemed really strange. Like I staggered him really quickly. Maybe their backs are weak to it. Oh, okay, we got another... What is that? Okay, it looks like one of those big punching guys. They've got like the electric thing, like electric backpacks on. But they jump around, punch you really hard. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I wonder if the shortcut is... Oh, nice. Looks like it's right here. So that's nice. So again, just really convenient level design. Because we can just come back here to... Oh, well, I guess we would have to take on those two. That's okay. We're going to just use the Stargazer really fast before we move forward. There's a chance we would have been totally fine. But it might save us some time in the long run. Oh, mistimed that. Yikes. There we go. That thing is becoming more and more awesome as I get the hang of it. I am excited to check out the other one, though, with the blades. That will be really cool to mess around with as well. And I'm really looking forward to the gun sword. Got a feeling that as soon as we get our hands on that gun sword, we're going to have a hard time putting it down. It's like, what is he just beating up on that thing for? It's like he's using that as a punching bag. Oh my goodness. That was a good combo. He's probably almost staggered. Come on, buddy. There we go. Nice. Oh! Oh! Got a little greedy there. Oh! Too greedy. There we go. That was cool. Emergency directive number 1. This is an emergency directive from the order. Oh, I didn't click on it in time. Hang on. Emergency directive number 1. This emergency directive from the order set to the highest priority. Intelligence gathered indicates that a puppet currently heading to Kratzu could significantly affect the order's plans. Okay. Who? Specific details cannot be shared, but the leaders have confirmed The continued autonomous operation of the target poses a significant threat to our future. Marchiona and the alchemists under her command are hereby ordered to stop the target's advance at all costs. Any puppet acting alone must be considered a threat. Emergency Directive Number 1 is now in effect. That's very interesting, because it's almost like, are we the puppet that's currently heading to Krat Zoo that could significantly affect the Order's plans? Or is it a different puppet? And it's still messed up that he was just using this as a punching bag. It's still messed up that you did that, buddy. Very not cool. Okay. This way or that way? Again, I love this. Love this level design. I love how, like, yes, this makes sense. This is so good. This is exactly what would be in a zoo. I love that we get to play around on this, you know, these balance beams in the gorilla exhibit. Okay, so that's blocked off. So let's head this way. Hope that you've been enjoying your time on this journey with me. I appreciate you being here. This is just the beginning. So if you're going to be checking out the entire journey, I really appreciate you for, you know, giving this channel a chance to experience this game through. Because I'm sure that there are plenty of other people out there who are, you know, doing a playthrough and putting it on YouTube or wherever else you might enjoy content. And so there's plenty of other places you could be right now. But in the off chance that you're here, I think that's really cool. And I really appreciate you. And this is going to be a tough fight because it's such close quarters. So, boom! Let's do that. Get a little shotgun action. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and heal just so that we don't get ambushed. It looks like there's something up ahead, and then there's this ladder here. So let's take this ladder first, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe let's go there first, and then we'll come up. Maybe we're working our way to the top. We can at least just see what's up ahead. Oh, nice, nice. I forgot I can dodge while I'm charging my shotgun. Dodge while charging the shotgun. We'll get the hang of it. It's brand new. Oops. Nice. Super cool. Grindstone coating capsule. Alright, we gotta check that out. Usable items, likely. Restores special grindstone uses. That's really cool. Okay, so we haven't had an item like that before. Awesome. I'm glad I went that way first because it looks like we are supposed to go up. Yikes. Yikes. Oh man. That blue energy is just going right through this guy. Oh man, nice combo. So another thing that's kind of interesting is like these puppets are very much, they're not, I mean, they're kind of human-like. You know, they have human legs and arms and features, but they're they're tall. They're not super passable as like a human. Where some of the other puppets, that's kind of like the whole thing was that they were like, you could more or less replace people with them. Down to the fact that they had like puppet babies and things like that. So they were trying to kind of, you know, replace or imitate, humans. But these puppets are like almost like they're imitating angels, right? Like the depiction of an angel, just without wings. That was beautiful. Needed that. Deal. Man, we really needed that. That was a big combo for us. Thanks. Oh no, we're out of pulse cells. I don't think we have any cube uses either. There we go. Got our pulse cell back, at least. Oh, man. Really pushing us to the limit. Which is great. That's what we want. That's the sort of balance to the difficulty that we're looking for. It's not crushingly difficult, but it's appropriately challenging.
Everything I'm seeing makes me think this room belongs to a master puppeteer.
Right. So she was staying up here at the top of this, it's like, yeah, so we're getting a lot of kind of bird in a cage motif, a red ribbon that someone dropped. This whole, this room looks very kind of cage-like. A warning to Marconia.
This is a message for
Oh,
Marciona,
this is different.
my sadly not
Marciona,
departed
sorry.
friend. Important matters brought me to your door. I am searching for my lost apprentice. And it should come as no surprise that I thought you or your other alchemist fiends had taken him. I hope you don't mind, but I made a mess of your lackeys as I passed through. If you do, consider it partial payment for what happened to my other apprentice. As soon as I am able, I shall return to collect your remaining debt. Until then, take care not to die. From Leia, Florence, Monad.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we are definitely, absolutely, irrefutably in the past. Unbelievable. The Leia Florence. She's the one they call the legendary stalker.
Okay.
Story is, she went missing a long time ago, in Krot, as it happens, but here she is, still building the legend. And between Marciona and Leia, I know who we're siding with.
Right.
We
Naturally.
still don't know why we're here, but
Correct.
maybe we're here to meet the legendary stalker.
Maybe. So really interesting. So who is her apprentice? My guess would be right? She said she's here for her apprentice, which would have been Romeo. We got the missing Romeo poster. So she's here looking for Romeo. Who was her other apprentice that she lost? I wonder. So that's all part of the story that we're going to kind of get to piece together. Again, so here, like I kind of mentioned, like these ones are made in the image of an angel. And we can kind of see, like this one, they were trying to put wings on it. So some of these designs, see, these are the ones I was kind of talking about. These are very human-like, and these are very angel-like. And so that's a very interesting thing that they're kind of playing with here. I really love the sort of the thematic storytelling. Oh, and once you drop down, you drop down. So I wonder what's ahead. All right. Oh, okay, cool. So we pop in right there. Now we're back on this path, and maybe we'll get a shortcut. Oh, beautiful. We'll just get a stargazer. Even better. Because this is a perfect place for us to wrap up this chapter. And gamers, it looks like we've got a boss ahead of us, which is super exciting. So next chapter we'll pick up with whatever lies beyond that door. Awesome. I'm getting like, you know, goosebumps and like shivers, just like the excitement around this is so awesome. So again, thanks so much for being here. If you're here right now, I really appreciate you. Remember that you're worth it. I have been and always will be Coobs. I will hopefully see you in the next chapter. Peace and love to you, gamers.